Hey y'all, happy Thursday. We're a few minutes early, but I wanted to give you time to jump in. Hold this up. Happy Thursday. We're a few minutes early, but hi Hillary. Now I can see who is. Here's Gwen, and I learned a fancy dancy trick this weekend. There's a place to put your phone so I can see you guys and look up. There's Ashley. Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday. There's Christy. Let me know if you're in my front line, did you guys get my text reminder? Because I'm going to start sending out a text reminder to all of my front line so that they can start telling their teams. I don't feel like I should do everything. So if I send it to my front line, then you guys can tell your teams. So if you were in my front line, let me know if you did get that call text reminder. Hey, Ella. Awesome. Hooray. Glad you got it. Christy says yes. Hi, Marie. Welcome aboard, you guys. We have just about another minute left, so we'll just say, hey, how's everybody doing this week? I hope you're doing tons of income-producing activities. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. I am on a 10-day cleanse. If you're not following me on my Instagram, follow me on my Instagram stories, the Jill S. McCarthy account. And you can follow me on my 10-day green smoothie cleanse. A bunch of us from the retreat this weekend are doing it. All of us are getting ready for Europe. So 10-day cleanse. Make sure you're following that because we can't have a productive business if we don't keep our bodies productive, right? Hey, Kate. I love seeing it on my phone when you guys pop in. So our team calls are usually Tuesday. If you're just joining us, if you're brand new, if you've got a new consultant on this call, be sure that you welcome them and say hello and let me know. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay in the comments when you watch so that I know you guys are watching. Hey, Caitlin, thanks for joining us. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jill McCarthy. You can all call me Jilleysue. I've been with Scentsy for 9 years, and I am your superstar director. There's a few of you have a, oops, hold on. My Bluetooth is coming in. Silly. Hold on. Let me turn off my Bluetooth here. Hold that thought. Bluetooth on. Let's unconnect my AirPods. So these were coming in my ear. Not fun. Okay, there we go. Hey, Courtney, welcome. 11 of you on tonight. Awesome. We're here every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. It's Thursday because I was away at a leadership, and then I had a coaching session with someone that I couldn't reschedule. So normally we're here every Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. We have a few superstar directors. My sponsor is a superstar director, Jen Audette, and her sponsor is a superstar director, Becca Levi and Callie Petticord. Callie is Becca's daughter. So if you've been in the group Team Make It Happen, if you've heard from Becca, if you've been on our Saturday super calls, they are who run all that. They are like family to me, and they have a leadership retreat yearly where they invite their directors or above first that are doing amazing things. And then you should all make it a goal to get to one, because I'm telling you, more than just business development, we learned so much about ourselves. Just the things they touch on. Her husband Terry's there as well. And we talk a lot about relationships and personal development and systems, and everyone was required to bring all of the things that they've created or they use in their business. So we went around the room all weekend and shared all kinds of stuff and got fabulous, amazing ideas. It's probably one of my favorite events because I like seeing what other people are doing. So I need to find I hope I have it here. I didn't see it today, but it's really what I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about. And I should have ran outside and got it before we started this call. But if not, I will talk about a bazillion other things. I will give you a slight rundown. So we talked a lot about income producing activities, you guys, and you can see that I'm starting to make some changes of where I focus. We have directors in this group, and those directors should be taking care of their teams. So I'm going to turn my focus, besides this group call, to my team members. And that means anyone that is not a director, that is waiting for their sponsor to be a director, that is my team. So that is what I'm going to be focusing on. In that, we need to be really focusing on income producing activities. And I really think that a lot of people, hi Courtney, well, we're not gonna talk about that tonight, but I have a ton of YouTube videos on VIP groups. So be sure you check those out. I go through them from beginning to end of the differences and why you should have them and what you should post in there. So check out my YouTube page. And so income producing activities, a great way that Becca and them described it as your income producing activities need to be your dinner. That is your dinner, okay? So that means following up with your customers every single day, sending them a message. I went for a 30-minute walk today, and on that 30-minute walk, what I did was texted people and said this: hey girl, just checking in on you, and I wanted you to know that I smell our awesome new bricks this weekend. You know, the ones that are cocktail and summer dance themed. They're absolutely amazing. Let me know if there's a scent you think you might like, and I'll send you a sample. I texted about 10 people while I was walking. That's income producing, guys. That's following up with people. So you really need to be sure that you know what income producing is and what is not income producing. Anything that is not income producing is your dessert. So just like we've always been taught, right? Even though some of us cheat, we need to have our dinner always before we have dessert. So that means making labels, making things pretty, you know, postcards, things like that. That needs to be your dessert, and that needs to be done in after you've made sure that you followed up with people and talked to your team. Now, the other part of this that, and he describes it best, is things that you fill in the time because you're afraid of failing or you don't really know how to do them. Do things like scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through Instagram, other things that they had on the list. So scrolling is not income producing. Posting on your Facebook page, although you may have a little bit of a return, is not income producing. Talking to people and being in front of the people and talking about the business and sharing the opportunity and sharing what Scentsy is where you need to spend 60 or more % of your time, you guys. Scrolling should be like barely 5%, I think he said. And then the dessert portion, you know, mailing, doing all the other stuff that you have to do for your business should only be about 75% of your business. Awesome, Courtney. Great tip. I have that one, or had it on my other computer. Courtney says, get Google Chrome and install the Kill the Newsfeed extension. Best thing she ever did. So try that, you guys. Great tip. I love that. You have got to have a come to Jesus moment when it comes to being honest with yourself. I did as well. Even doing blogging or shooting videos, all of that stuff is not income producing. You know, although I market my business online a lot, if I'm not talking to customers and following up, I'm going to have no business. And I have a lot of follow-up to catch up on. So on my team page, I have a team page that some of you are on. So if you don't have a director yet, and I'm your only director, just like the other directors, Kirsten, Jessica, and Dawn, and Hannah, they all have team pages. So I started my own team page for everyone that doesn't have a director yet. And on there, I asked them to all text me what level they want to be at next. When they've done that, I have given them a little tip as far as what they should be doing for income producing activities, and I'm going to have them check in with me. This is what you want to do with your teams, you guys. You want to check in with them, have them text you when they're doing parties. Text is a great way to follow up with your teams when you're on the go. Hi Heather, how are you? Any way you can to talk to your team or your customers. Now, there's something that happens in this, and this should probably be a leadership chat that we have, but once you start promoting people in your group, you've got to believe in them, and you've got to help them along the way to believe that they're taking care of their team. They know what they're doing. They've got to the level where they're at because they're going to follow up with their team and follow up with their customers and do everything. That's why I've decided to kind of cut my group in half and finally start. Jen Audette's been trying to get me to do it, is finally start my own team page where I really try to hone in on where people want to be and follow up with them and kind of do one-on-ones and coachings and Marco Polos and texting back and forth to see what I can do to motivate them to get them to that next level. Super, super duper important, and that is considered income producing. Developing your team, following with customers. It should be the two things that you're doing 80% of your time. Now, a lot of us make the mistake that when someone new joins, here's what we do. Hey, here's how you make samples, and here's where you print those labels, and here's how you label catalogs. That stuff is dessert, you guys. That stuff is all things we need in the business, but I want you to start putting in your head that you need to teach your teams to follow up with customers, and how to communicate on Facebook, asking people if they want to host a party, and following up with team members once they get to that level. The very first thing that you as a sponsor should show your team members, and if you haven't been shown or told, we've covered this in tons of team webinars, is how to follow up or how to branch out. I mean, the best way when you're getting started to branch out is to reach out to a few of your friends and say, hey, I'm super excited. I love the fact that I can make my house smell amazing. So I decided to join Scentsy just to get the discount and see if I like it. I'd love, since you've been my friend forever, to help me out and host a party. We can either do it online or at your house or do a catalog party, whatever you need, but it would really help me like start to feel comfortable. That's the conversation you guys should be having with your warm market, people that you know. And then once you start having those parties, at those parties is where you're going to learn to do the same thing, but to people you don't know. That can be a little bit scary, right? So you really need to only listen at parties and listen. A lot of you are just collecting individual orders. So when you collect those individual orders, what have we talked about, right? What have we talked about when you get that individual order? Hey, you have a ton of stuff on here. You know, have you ever thought about hosting a party? It can be super easy and I can help you get more free. Or have you ever thought about doing what I do? If you just collect orders, we can help you earn your kit at a discount or free. So I want these little order forms to be like your red flag that, hey, I need to suggest hosting a party or I need to suggest joining my team with every single one. Here's another little tip that I learned this weekend, and I was stapling something to the front of my order forms. One of my friends put a label on the front at the very top, and it says, it had a stop sign. I wish I would have brought a picture. Maybe I do have a picture, actually. It had a stop sign, you guys, and it says, stop right here. In order for your order to go through, the top of this must be filled out completely. Now, we all know that that might be a little white lie, right? But how important is it to get the tops of these order forms filled out? That is crucial. Why is it crucial? Because this information is going to be on your workstation. One, if they ever come back to order, since he's going to shoot them back to you. And two, when they fill out all of this information, your company newsletter is going to go out to them every single month. And you're going to have the information so that you can send out your own newsletter or you can text them and follow up. So she took Avery labels, just the basic ones that are 30 on a sheet. She put a stop sign on it and it said stop. For your order to be entered the top part of this must be filled out. Do you know she's never had a problem with all of these being filled out ever again? Genius, right? You could either, I stapled something like that, Ashley, to the top and it didn't really work. People just lifted it, but she put an Avery label right over the Scentsy logo and it said stop. For your order to be filled out completely, for your order to be sent in, we must have this information. And every single order form has been filled out. And when that order form is filled out, you enter it in the order, it automatically gets put into your workstation. Now, the next thing you'll have to do is once it's entered into your workstation, you need to go back in and click receive my newsletter through the contact area. But how genius is that? I loved it. Some of the most simple things, you guys, are amazing. So I'm going to create some Avery labels, or if you guys do, is that Kirsten on here? Do I see Kirsten's little circle thing coming on here? If she is, hey girl. But I loved that tip. Love, love, love it. So you guys look at this retreat. They gave us 18 people's time-saving tips. 18. So this is 18 top consultants that have either earned the trip, annual mentor, annual sales, or are directors above, and they gave us all their time-saving tips. These are people like Katie Farner, Felicia Fitzgerald, Kelly Tenney, people that you've seen on YouTube. I have all of their time-saving tips. I have a complete binder full of stuff that I will be going through with either you guys or directors and above. I should say superstar consultants and above. So, hey, if your goal isn't to get to director, superstar consultant and above, you need to get there, because I've got some good stuff. I've got 2 big bundles of sheets, all printed out from top leaders in our company that they use from the very beginning to work their business, that I have a Dropbox link for, that I'm going to be able to share with you guys, things that will be amazing. So I wanted to go through some time-saving tips with you guys to help your business. I think some of these we already do, but I think that you guys will love it, even as any level consultant, really. Sorry, I'm on this cleanse, so I'm getting super dry. All right, so Felicia's time-saving tips. The one thing she uses is the Mile IQ app. So use the Mile IQ app to track your mileage, because you know that is a tax write-off when you're delivering, going to the post office, going to the store, going to parties. That's all mileage that you can track in the Mile IQ app. Why is this freezing up here? She does samples while watching Netflix. Like, I think that's a common thing. Don't just sit around and watch TV, guys. Be doing something. That is when, if you're watching Netflix, you're already doing your dessert, right? You're already having a dessert. So that's when you should be doing samples. That's when you should be doing your thank you cards or your teammate cards or whatever you're doing. So do your dessert while watching Netflix. Dessert goes great with Netflix anyway. She has a new consultant and a new leadership album. So what she does is every time a new consultant joins her team, and this is my very first Scentsy consultant. When we used to get the starter pet kits, a binder used to come in it like this, but now everything's electronic. So whenever a new consultant joins, this is the old startup guide, but I have one in here. She fills out a new consultant form so that she knows I'm listening to you and ordering my stuff. Ordering? Oh, are you buying them? Because I'm going to make mine. I'm going to make mine on Canva and then upload them to Avery and print them out. They were super simple, just a stop sign and some wording, but love that idea, right? Let us see a picture, Kirsten, when you do. I love that you're here tonight. Awesome. And then Hit 'em Up is a great app for you guys. This is kind of leadership tip, but if you've started to have a team, Hit 'em Up is a great app where you can send your team reminders, or customers. You can send them a generic text. So check out the Hit 'em Up app. Also, hi Tiffany. Also, if you've started to have a team, you can use Marco Polo to connect with them and talk with them. So I highly recommend that. If you've started to build your team and you need to stay in contact with your team, like right when they join, right? You want to help them plan their launch party. You want to show them how to add their picture to the website. Use Marco Polo to go back and forth. I kind of fell off Marco Polo and I've started back up again, and I forgot how much I love it. After this leadership retreat, all 18 of us are in a Marco Polo. I was going to say this is late for you. She uses stamps.com for mailing, which I use Indencia, which is almost the same thing. There's just no monthly charge. I had to buy my stamps outright. So my mailers, my weight machine's right there. I just go on stamp.com, print everything that I need, and I just mail from my house. Super simple. Okay, so those were all of hers. This was from Jamie Sellens. She did a super memorable talk at convention one year about her shoes. It's one that I've remembered forever. A lot of you that have been with me for a while remember this. She says, add scalable systems to your planner, meaning start figuring out, there's a video on YouTube called Scalable Systems. It's by Christina Stainbrook, you guys. So go look it up, and she covers what you should be doing on Mondays, what you should be doing on Tuesdays, what you should be doing on Wednesdays. And if you start doing those things every single week, they become like clockwork. So that's definitely something. Remember, if you guys plan to be a director, you start doing what directors do. Oh, I'm sorry, Tiffany, that stinks. Schedule your business posts on your page once a week. So if you have a hard time staying consistent on your Facebook page, you can plan those out once a week. I like doing them on the go,
but I'm always in my business page. I get a lot of activity in there, so I like doing them as I go, but I remember every day. So if you're having a harder time remembering to do your social media, make sure you do it once a week. Keep thank you cards in random places so you can do them at your leisure, in the car, in your purse, by the recliner, when you're watching Netflix, right? When doing recognition fun mail, sit at your computer. This isn't going to apply to you guys, actually. That one's not going to apply. Hold on. I should have had these in order. Okay. Jess Markowitz's top tips. So, welcome communication. Whenever someone joins her team, welcome communication via text. So, like me, she sends a welcome text. And she sends the person that sponsored the new person a text congratulating them. And then if someone reinstates, she sends them a welcome text. So you guys, some of you have gotten it. I have a new welcome text that I send out instead of sending these magnets, because no one ever really responded, but I do send these to my front line. And this is just something that I created on Canva. And this says, welcome to Scentsy, and it has all the important information on it. And then I just turn them into magnets on Vistaprint, and I send these to my front line. The rest of you, that if you're my second, third line down, I send a welcome text with all the same information. That way I can add you to my phone and we can start up the conversation so that you know I'm your superstar director and I'm here to help your sponsor with your business any way that I can. If someone reinstates to your team, make sure you pull up their phone number and send them a quick text. Tell them you're glad that they're back on our team. Give them our team groups if they know, and let them know that our team power chats are on Tuesday nights. Don't just get those emails, guys. Get that email, make sure you grab their phone number and you welcome them back and you let them know how important they are to us. So she sends a text for a welcome. She sends it for someone who recruits someone, and she sends it for reinstatement. So I love that. She says Marco Polo again. For creating stuff, Word Swag is an app on your phone. You can create quick quick graphics that you can text out to your customers or your team members, and that's called Word Swag. Canva, of course. You guys know I love Canva. Her household tips are start a load of laundry every day if you find that you fall behind with that stuff. Take care of one room or one area a day. And designate a time of the day that you do dishes, either after dinner, morning, after the kids go to bed. I do my dishes at night because in the morning I like to wake up to a clean sink. That is just me. Okay. Let's see. Going through time-saving tips. Okay. These, I don't know who they're by, but she says, simplify your life. Do you have too much space? Do you have too much space? Do you have too much on your schedule? Simplify it and only do what you need to make you happy. Spending your life cleaning and organizing doesn't make me a happy wife and a happy life, and it certainly doesn't add to your business. So make sure, like me, I have to have my office set. I can't live running around trying to figure things out. Hi, Lindsay. Wake up daily to something that makes you happy. Choose to start your day with something that inspires you, motivates you, and makes you feel special, because you are. Feeling this way for the start of the day will encourage you not to focus on negativity and producing more income-producing activities. I was telling this to my mastermind last night. I was waking up not feeling energized because I think about all the chores that I had to do before I got going. And now I really try to read something or listen to something positive so that I can get energized, or I go for a walk, or I sit by the pool with my tea. That gets me excited. That makes me want to work. It's all about your mindset, guys. You can't sit around scrolling Facebook just comparing yourself to everybody and thinking that you can't do this. You absolutely can, but you've got to take action. This isn't ask, believe, receive. This is ask, do, receive, meaning you need to tell the universe what you're looking for in your life. You need to take action, and then it will come to you, because no one's going to drop an organized office in your life. You've got to, just like no one's going to give me the perfect body, so I need to take action and do this cleanse. No one's going to come clean your office. You need to say, okay, on Sunday, I'm going to be organized. I'm going to get my stuff together. I'm going to make everything grab and go. I'm going to know where everything is, and I'm going to do this. I have tons of, in these packets are tons of charts and checklists that I'm going to be giving to my leaders. Some of them with you too. Like, so we have a whole chart in this for follow-up and connection. How great would that be to know who you have to follow up with every single day with your team? We also have one for people you might know, memory joggers, all kinds of stuff for your teams. I love that there's a leader checklist. Is this working? Oh, Google's kind of messing up here. There's a leader checklist that I have. So if you're a leader, you're going to get this so that you need to know what to do week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Like if this was in your binder and every week, and there's one for every day of the month. So it's January through December, and every week you'll know what to do as a leader. Like how amazing is that? Huh? So if you're superstar and above, you're going to get this. So for instance, January, the first week, goal getter email to leaders, follow-up text for goals, challenge leaders to get their team goals, post motivational quote on leader page. Week 2, post leader tip on leader page, text gift to leaders with 500 plus. So it tells you exactly what to do, and you don't have to wonder if you're following up enough. So we're going to put tons of this stuff in place for all of you. Kimberly, Barbara, Lacey, all of us. Set limitations on Facebook. Only check in when needed and set times during the day too. I call that scroll time. I try to limit my scroll time besides my team page and my customer group to nighttime when I'm laying in bed, and I only set it for about a half an hour so that I can, to an hour, so that I can turn off the digital stuff and get a good night's sleep. But if you're just spending your time scrolling Facebook and comparing, your Scentsy business will go nowhere. So literally, if Facebook's your downfall, get off and start telling yourself you want to earn this Mexico trip. And the way to do that is by talking to people. It's the only way to make your Scentsy business blow up, you guys. Use generic host coaching videos. So guys, this is like brilliant. I did this, it saved so much time. Use generic host coaching videos for thanking them for scheduling and confirming the party, how to collect orders, how to invite, and send one host coaching video that you film the day before sharing your excitement and mentioning their name specifically. So that means you pull up your camera, set it up, do generic videos for thanking, scheduling, confirming, and how to collect orders and how to invite. And then those you use for all of your parties. And then you do one video that you shoot real quick, 2 minutes, using the host's name and letting them know that you're excited for the party. So I hope you all wrote that down, meaning you're going to shoot 5 videos, a generic one to all of your hosts where you thank them for hosting and confirming the party, how they collect orders, how to invite. So it's 4. And then you send one host coaching video that you film the day before, sharing your excitement and mentioning their name specifically. How much easier would it be to send your host instructions by video, you guys? It doesn't have to be edited. It doesn't have to be all crazy produced. Just put up your phone and tell your host, thank you so much for booking a party with me. We have your party set for blah, 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 and confirming, you can do one if you want for their date, but guys, these can be super easy, 2-minute videos. And then every party you have, you just send the people the same video except for one where you use their name. Thank you so much for going and sharing this info with us. You're so welcome. I get to go to this stuff and I get to share it with all of you. Set to new team members with expectations from the home office for training. Guys, all of our welcome videos and things that your new consultants should be watching, the home office has done. So don't kill yourself trying to you should have, a walkthrough on the workstation showing your new people what to do. But in general, send them the videos that the home office has already done, or send them to YouTube where Katie Farner or Christina Steinbuch or myself or Edie Ann, all of those people that have already done videos. You can show them exactly these videos and it saves you so much time. Hey, watch this video and message me back. And then send them another video and then message me back. Give them homework assignments to do so that they're not overwhelmed. And when you send them these videos, have them write back 3 things they learned via text, and then you send them the next video. Easy breezy, 1, 2, 3Z. You don't have to go over every step in the startup guide. Have them look at a video that the home office did with how to enter an order. Have them look at the next video where how did they put in host credits. All of that stuff is done. Don't kill yourself trying to train everyone everything, and you don't need to know everything. Use the stuff that's already in place. That's why you should get very familiar with the training center and figure out what's there and save the links so that you know what you can use with people. Set your goals and go for them. The way you know where you're going and how you're going to get there, make your goals achievable but challenging. Your goals should be related to sales, team building, sponsoring, promotions, and personal growth. There's nothing in here about creating graphics or doing all of the fun little stuff. You need to focus, how many team members have I got to bring on per month? What is my PRV going to be per month? What am I going to sit down and read and learn so I can better myself? Are you scared to talk to people? How are you going to improve that? This weekend, guys, they pulled out of me one of my biggest things is that I am very shy when it comes to making small talk with new people. So we worked on that and I got better at that. So what things do you want to get better at that? If you don't accept what your faults are and you don't pay attention to what you want to improve, you're never going to get anywhere. So you have to be vocal and say, you know what? I really stink at being consistent. I really stink at being a negative Nancy. I really stink at constantly waiting for something to happen and not taking action. I really stink at making small talk with people. Write it down, figure it out, and then find the people that are doing well at it and get tips to get better. That is the only way. You know, if you're a negative Nelly, guys, you better stop, because you're the only one that can make a difference in your business. You are the only one. If you're constantly, you know, bashing yourself or saying you're not good enough or you're not this or you're not that, that is what comes into reality. That is what I learned this weekend. Whatever you say about, you bring about. So if you want to have a rockin' Scentsy business, you need to say, I have a rockin' Scentsy business. I'm working my Scentsy business every single day. I'm following up with people. I'm being consistent. I'm doing the things that Jill tells me to do. I'm getting on the training calls. I am talking to people. I'm working my VIP group every single day. Because if you just sit back, I don't feel like doing it today. What you do today affects your business 30 days from now. So if you see 2, 3, 4, 5 days where you just sit and do nothing and then you decide to go in your office and do something, you're going to feel that in your business. And you're going to sit back and wonder why you're not on that director stage or you're not earning that trip, because there's no difference between you and I. The only difference is I make sure I get up every day and I'm in this office working my business, following up with people, planning my team meetings with you, going to leadership retreats. That is who is sitting around that table, and I want all of you sitting there. But you've got to do the action. There's no secret sauce. There's no secret recipe, and it stinks because it's all depending on you. So if you can't make things happen, find an accountability partner. Find someone's going to make sure that you do these things every day and make it happen. You're the only one. There's no like, hey, I'm going to post something on Facebook and I hope 20 people see it and buy from me. Come on, guys. You know that the only people that are going to buy from you are the people that you ask. Straight up. The vendor events that you go to. You cannot run this business just hoping for an individual order. You've got to find those craft fairs. You've got to find those events that are $25, $50. You've got to go out there. I want to see your tables. I want to see your events. I want to see your parties. I think a lot of you are just sitting around and, oh, do you want Scentsy? And oh, do you want Scentsy? Never asking to host a party, never asking if they want to join your team. And that's why your teams are moving slower than quicksand, you guys. So when you're at these things, take pictures, show your team. I'm here, I'm with this hostess, I'm at an event. Tomorrow, I want you to find 2 or 3 events that you can do for $25 or $50. You know, you don't have to say, oh, they're $200, $300. I know a lot of people can't afford that. But Katie Farner goes to tons of little church events and all kinds of little things that are $25 and $50 for a table. Find those things. I'm telling you right now, stop focusing on just individual orders. And if you are doing individual orders, then you need to be asking people if they want to host a party or if they've ever thought about doing what you're doing. Once you say, I'm going for it, I'm going to do this, you're going to be on those trips and you're going to be recruiting people, but not until then. And then when I get the emails or the message that I'm just in a funk, okay, I get it. I'm in a funk sometimes too. Find people around you that'll lift you up. Find people that will say, come on, because you're the only person that's going to get you out of that funk. Okay? Follow-up systems are key. They are key to time-saving techniques. Do what works for you, but focusing on follow-up creates the customer service reputation you want, the relationship you want, the future orders and parties are so much more. So today, when I went walking, I started clicking on all of the customers on my phone and said, hey, have you seen our cocktail dance bricks? No, I haven't. Oh my gosh, I have all 5. What sample do you want? What can I get you? That's simple. That's follow-up, you guys. Are you doing that with 5 or more people every single day? When you guys start, your business is going to change. We're going to skyrocket. You're going to get recruits. Okay, so that's that one. This one is taxbot.com. Guys, find a service to keep track of your finances. I use Xero. You can use TaxBot, anything like that, but don't be not doing anything and then waiting every year to count all your receipts and get caught up in all that tax craziness. Make it a point to make this a priority. I mean, this is kind of a leader's thing until you get to director. It's semi-easy to keep track of everything, but if you stop doing this stuff now, start doing this stuff now, it'll get really easy. A 12 pocket accordion file. This is mine, you guys. I use it every year. And so this has 12 pockets and they're marked by month. You can get these at Walmart, Office Depot, wherever. And so it's April and I just drop all of my receipts for April in here and then I just bundle them up. So if I get a receipt, I write what it was for, I drop it in here, and then at the end of the year, all of the stuff is in the same place. So definitely get one of these and I just leave it on my desk and drop them in here every single day. I've used that same one for a couple years. Of course, it's pink. Have a packing station if you can in your house, meaning those little cubes with bags, tissue paper, samples, tags, etc. So that when you're making everything for your orders or your sample packets, you can kind of just grab everything and it's a lot fast. Here's one thing that I have not implemented yet, and I want to ask you guys if this is, not ask you guys, but tell you guys, if this is something that you think that you would love doing in your business, please go to the Whiff Box group. And someone maybe can post the link in the comments here. What the Whiff Box group is they do monthly subscription boxes. Now, I don't talk about here because there's a whole group dedicated to that. So maybe Dean is still on or someone. So if you think that your customers would like Whiff Boxes, meaning mystery boxes of Scentsy products every single month, in the group, there's a video by Christina Stainbrook, and she walks through exactly how she does these. This is not something personally for me that I love. It's just for me, but I know consultants are rocking it. Christina has like 32 Whiff Box subscriptions, and she does them for $20 a box, you guys. So that's what, almost $700 in PRV every single month. So if you're super creative, does anyone have the Whiff Box link? I'll pull it up right now. I'm going to post it in the, hello, where is it? I don't know, Whiff Box, the Whiff Box. Okay, so I have the link. So you just request to be part, oh, there you guys go. They dropped it in there. So if you think that this is something that you would like to do, you guys can go through that. I don't spend the time in here to do it because I'm not doing them. But find Christina's video. I think it's at the top of the page. She will show you exactly what she does. And, oh, Ashley is a different one, but it's called Get Whiffed. So I don't know what the one Ashley is. Let me click on it. Oops. Yeah, that's the same one. Same one. So you guys can go in there and make sure you read the pinned post and check that all out. Some of you would love this. If you're creative and you, yeah, so Tiffany, this would be right up your alley, and I highly suggest it. She tells you where to get the boxes, how to mail them, what to put in them, what to buy, how to do a Google form so people can order. If that is something that will help your PRV, you guys, get in that group. I have no idea, but all the information is there. She doesn't even answer really messages about it anymore because she's given you all the instructions in that group. So if you think you'd like to boost your PRV and that's something you'd like to do every month, or every quarter, or every holiday, Kirsten, me too. And that's something that I recognize. I already am not good at consistency. So to do these every single month, they don't make a ton of money on them, but that's not the intention. The intention is to get your customers to try new products, for one, and for two, to give you guys PRV, to help you earn the incentive trips, to help you earn annual mentor. So I was with her all weekend, and we both love doing graphics, so we sat with her iPad and I asked her a ton of questions about graphics and her Whiff Boxes. She's got a ton of videos on YouTube. You should be following her and Katie. My four go-tos are, of course, me, Katie Farner, Christina Stainbrook, and Kimberly Polita. They are consistently posting videos and they have tons of stuff that would help you, but Christina is the go-to for Whiff Boxes. She does hers, if I was going to do them, and there's a lot of variations, excuse me. She does hers $20. They're the same amount every single month, and she picks what's in them. Kimberly does them as well, and she does them more personalized. So if you have more time and more energy and more effort, then you might want to follow how Kimberly does hers. But I like $20 a box. Here's what you're going to get. She makes sure there's bars in there. Like I said, please, please, please join that group and go watch Christina Stainbrook's video and how she does them, because I think if you guys keep them simple, if some of you are struggling with PRV, this is going to be the way to do it. The other idea that I love is if you're sending out VIP mail every single month to your VIPs. Kate Lindquist puts a whiff box postcard in there, and it says, would you like a whiff box? I got a picture of it today. I will post it to our group. So if you're already sending one of these to your customers with a sample inside, you can drop a little postcard in there, and it's, I don't know if it's postage paid or not, but her address is on it. So if you have people that want to join your whiff box, you can advertise it that way in your sample packs. As for VIP mail, here's another idea I got this weekend, which I love. If people are ordering from you guys, you should be sending them thank you mail and VIP samples for your scent of the month, right? So all of my VIPs get a sample of the month, and anyone that's ordered from me, they'll get a sample, and they'll get a flyer, all of this good stuff. You cannot post the picture of your whiff box publicly at all. You can say that you have a mystery box, but again, all of these questions are in there. You cannot post a picture of it. Your customers can post that they got it, but you cannot advertise your whiff boxes because it's a personal special. So no, you cannot. But you can create a graphic that says I have a whiff box or I have a mystery box, and it can just be a generic picture, not of the picture, but a generic graphic. And people can say they're interested and then private message you. So here's the other idea. This is a hostess club. So you would have these just basic samples for your ordering people, but then start a hostess club, you guys. Your hostesses monthly would get your deluxe sample kits, meaning washer whiffs with a scent of the month, counter cleaner with a scent of the month. Because if they've been a hostess for you, they already love Scentsy. So if your regular customers want to get those deluxe sample kits, then they need to be a member of your host club. Do you not love that? I was sending all this stuff to all of my regular customers. And so now I'm going to be like, my hostess club people get my washer whiffs, my dryer discs, my counter cleaner. Like, is that not genius? Wouldn't people want to become a hostess so that they could get those samples every month? Kirsten, right? Do you not love that? I loved that. Like, the simplest things that we don't think about, you can get from some of the most amazing people, like the label on your order forms, and then a VIP club and a hostess club. Because if I was your VIP and I knew you were sending washer whiffs, I would host a party, because people love to get those free samples in the mail. So all of you, start your VIP and your hostess club. How I do my VIP mail is if they've ordered from me in the last 3 months, or they're like a super VIP, they get my scent of the month sample every single month with a little postcard in there or whatever. If they haven't ordered in 3 months, that's when I follow up with them to see if they want to get back on the sample VIP list, and most of them do order. So you want to make sure you get a system in place where you figure out what you're sending to your VIPs, and then if they haven't ordered in that 3 months, then you're going to follow up with them and say, hey, how's your stash? You aren't getting my samples anymore because you haven't ordered. What can I get you? And then this is something that you go live in your VIP groups and you talk about. Genius, right? Like, mind blown, amazing, loved it. And we'll talk about it more. I'll make sure to remind you guys, but let me know how it works out. Hire a teenager, even for just 2 hours. Here's the thing, guys. Here's a tip. Whether you have kids, whether you're a teenager, whether you have a cousin, niece, someone, get someone to do your samples for you. Even if it's $10 an hour and they work for you for a couple hours, stop doing samples, stop stuffing envelopes for your VIPs. That's something that you can find someone to do. It is worth it. You should be doing income producing activities. You all might love to make samples. You all might love to pack your orders. You all might love to make things pretty, but that is not making you money. What is making you money is where you're spending time texting, emailing, Facebook messaging, videoing, Snapchatting, SOS signal. Whatever you need to do is your time needs to be focused on taking care of your hostesses and following up. All of this stuff, I want you to find someone, call them your assistant, call them whatever you want, but find a teenager that's perfectly capable of making samples and stapling and doing these things for you, that wants to earn $20 a week or $40 a week. Like, it's worth it for you guys to pay someone $20, $25. Tell them, like, you want to earn $20 a week? Come do samples for me. Yeah, enlist your kids. Do whatever. Like, say if they do all your samples for the week, you'll take them to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know. Teenagers wouldn't go to Chuck E. Cheese, but you get what I'm saying. My point is to stop doing samples. Kirsten, exactly right. That stuff is not making you money. If your kids are little, Just wait for the day that they're older. But until then, you guys have nieces and nephews and people that would love, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds that would love to make 20 bucks. I hate bagging orders too. So find people to do that stuff. Making labels, printing labels, labeling your catalogs, all that minutia, you should be following up and touching base with your team. Have I drilled that into your head enough? This is what is going to blow up your business, myself included. You know, I'll watch Netflix. I mean, if you're watching Netflix and it's your downtime, you should be multitasking anyway. Yeah, Jamie, whatever, whoever. Like, if they know how to do it, you can take pictures of them doing samples for you and make it a family business and then post them in your VIP group. Like, show people that this is a family business and they help you and they love Scentsy, but you guys need to stop doing it. Find others to do it. Have your mom do it. My ex-mother-in-law used to do all my samples for me, and it was a lifesaver. Unfortunately, she's not living near me anymore, but she still would do it. Look at that. Dina says, many schools have kids that need service hours. Look this stuff up. I'm going to keep drilling into your head. No more stuff, especially you need to tell yourself you're going to look for a team to do this stuff for you so you guys can focus on your customers. Now, I know a lot of you won't focus on your customers because you're nervous about doing it. But that's why I want to make it super simple. It should just be a text. Hey girl, did you see our new bricks? You know this girl loves a good cocktail in the summer. So I am in love with mojito. Is there any scent that you like? Because these are amazing. I'd love to send you a sample. That's follow-up. It takes tons more time to find a new customer than it does to keep your old ones. So take care of them. And I know you're nervous. I know sending a text is scary, but I want you to be on these trips with me. You guys are amazing. I want to see you do amazing things. And so far, I feel like it's a lot of our leaders, and so many of you lead and superstar and star consultants and even certifies are right there. You just need to say to yourself, Jill is right. How hard is the text? I just need to follow up. And you're going to be amazed with however much follow-up you do, people will respond. And it's okay to get I'm okay right now, I don't need anything. That doesn't mean they hate you as a Scentsy consultant. That literally means they might not have the money or they don't need any Scentsy right now. Follow up with them next month. Everything changes. Life changes every single day. Jamie, I love that. And when you guys do these silly snaps and stuff, send them to me, or please post them on our group page. All of your examples about what you do in your business will help up and coming consultants. So I challenge you guys tonight. I want you to think about either your text, voice message, or your silly snap that you're going to use for follow-up, and I want you to post them to our group page so you can help other consultants. You guys, there was so many people that went to this event that thought they had nothing to offer, and I got all of these ideas from those people that were sitting there saying, I have nothing to offer. What? The Hostess Club thing is genius. Absolutely genius. I'm learning how to grow my business for the next few months, then when I reinstate to make my business rock. That's awesome, Tiffany. We can't wait to have you come back, and I'm so glad that you're on the call so that you can get excited with us, and we'll be cheering you on. Christina Stainbrook's tip. She says, I'm 100% almost digital. She has the tip, youneedabudget.com, to help her see where every dollar is going. She uses Trello for her follow-up, small project organization, and her whiff boxes. So Trello is a post-it note digital system where she can create little post-it notes and move them around. So if you're thinking about starting to do whiff box, check out Trello. I love that. And I have a video on it too. She uses MileIQ as well. She uses the Over app on her big iPad to create most of her graphics. I'm not a big believer in creating graphics on your phone. I don't think they come out very pretty, and I think that you guys should practice putting out stuff that's beautiful. So my go-tos are Over on my iPad and then ScentShare on my computer. But PicMonkey's coming out with a new system soon too, so I'll keep you updated on that. Jotform is it's like a Google form, but better. So if you're thinking about doing whiff boxes, if you go to my website, wicklessjilleysue.com, you guys, up at the top, it says free sample, and then my Jotform pops up. So you guys can see my sample form on my website. Let me type that in there. So if you guys all go to wicklessjilleysue.com, and at the top you see free sample. Oops, not Jilleysue, it's Wick. You can check that out, Wickless Jilleysue. Why didn't it turn into a link? That's weird. There we go. And at the top, you'll see free sample, and my Jotform pops up, and it looks so much better. I'm going to be doing a few new Jotforms too, so I love it. You get an email when someone fills it out. And that's how I get a lot of contacts, because I do a lot of blog posts. So people will always request free samples. And then I get orders from them, or I make them VIPs, or I ask them to join my team. That's simple. Hit 'em up. She uses text. She uses Hit 'em Up for texting. So make sure you download that app. You can use that to contact your customers. Here's one thing that I will suggest to you guys. Every time you get a new customer or a new team member, put them in your phone. My phone died. So put them in your phone and start doing it now. And when you put them in your phone, I want you to differentiate what they are. So I would put Dina Nazario, okay, and I would probably put group. She's on my team right now. So I'd probably put team. If it's just a normal Scentsy consultant, let's say you meet Christina Stainbrook, I would just put Christina Stainbrook's to Scentsy. That tells me she's not on my team, but she's within Scentsy. And if it's a customer, I put them in my phone as, let's say, Tiffany Connor, customer. Start doing that now. Why that helps is because texting works way better than any other form of contacting. People want to be texted. They don't want to be called. And Facebook Messenger, you know how that goes. So start organizing your people now. In fact, I challenge you for this weekend to, while you're sitting around, you start organizing everyone. Go through and give them a title in your phone contacts. Are they with Scentsy? Are they on your team? Or are they customer? And if you're a bigger group, make sure that you're differentiating if they're your front line or if they're just on your team, so that you have your front line in your phone and you can contact them via text and send them GIFs and Snapchat videos and recognition. Super easy. It's free, you guys. So a lot of you that like, I can't afford this, I can't afford that, I can't afford this. You can afford a text because it's free. So get your phone organized now, because as your team grows, which is what I'm doing, going back and organizing everybody and doing it in Google Contacts and everything is super time consuming, and it ain't making me money. So I want you guys to be saying, is this making me money right now? Is me putting on, and don't convince yourself that it is. Don't be doing something in your business and it's like, well, I need labels and I need my contacts in my phone. Like, yes, but do it on days like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday are when your customers expect to hear from you. If you want to take a Sunday and organize your phone contacts while you're watching Netflix or football, go for it. But all of this other stuff, try to find someone to do it for you. Even if it means a niece comes over for 2 hours at the beginning of the month to do all of your samples. I'm telling you, start delegating this stuff out. Follow up in team, follow up in team, follow up in team, and then making new contacts. Those are the 3 spots. Do you really want your Scentsy business to go? I want to see hearts right now. If you want to see your Scentsy business growing, if like you're ready, like she's right, I want to see a ton of hearts. You keep pressing them. I want to see how excited you guys are, because I know it's freaking scary. I know it is. It's super scary to think about having to have a conversation and you feel like you're bugging them. If they bought Scentsy from you, then they're going to want more in the future. If they had unlimited funds, they would buy it from you anyway. So it's time to believe that. It's time to know you're amazing. It's time to start stepping out of your comfort zone. It's time to stop making excuses, because trust me, the only time your business is growing is when you feel freaking uncomfortable. Because every time you do something that makes you feel uncomfortable, you can be like, heck yeah, my business is growing. You've got to do more of those things, because when you're just sitting back waiting for something to happen, nothing is going to happen. I learned that this week. I've changed what I do in the morning. I'm on this 10-day cleanse. I'm motivated and I'm excited. So I want to get you guys excited too. I wish I could pick your brain 7 days a week. I have 3 pages of notes front and back. Yes, that is amazing. That is what I want. I'm going to upload this video to YouTube so that you guys have it and maybe we can help other people. That is where we're going to start tonight. I think I've given you guys a ton to start on. This will be saved, but I want you guys to keep putting in your comments what you're going to work on and what we shared with you tonight. Get that host club going. Get your phone organized. Follow up. If you're on the treadmill, the gym, you be following up. If you're walking around your block, you be following up. Do Snapchat videos. Do funny things that would be getting their attention. What I would do if I was all of you is be following up this week about the bricks. And here's what you say. Hey, girl. Did you see our cocktail summer dance bricks, like pina colada, mojito? They're amazing. I love mojito. How's your Scentsy stash? Like, do any of those sound amazing to you? Because I will totally send you a sample. That's it. That's all you have to do. Just see and make sure you put in there, how is your Scentsy stash, so that they can see if they get it, if they need anything. Yes, Deck's coming back May 1st. We're so excited. You can see how pumped up I am. So this will be on YouTube, you guys. Share it with your teams, tag newbies in here, and let's get ready to rock this summer, April, May, June. Like, it's gonna be amazing. Kirsten, I was so glad you stayed up late and listened, but there's tons more coming, you guys. So we're usually here every Tuesday at 9 o'clock. And if you're on my team, if you don't have a director yet, I will be going live on our team page tomorrow. So stay tuned for all of that. I love and appreciate you guys so much. At this event, I learned so much about myself. You're so accepting of everything not being perfect, of all of my adversity, of everything that I've gone through. And I truly love training and helping all of you and seeing you guys hurdle milestones. Like, Scentsy's my world. And I've met some of the most amazing friends. And I hope still some of you that I haven't met, I'm going to see at reunion. It's going to be out of control. And listen, if you're not going to reunion this year, you better be putting a big star on next year's calendar, because I want to see us double our group next year, wherever it may be. And just, I can't wait. It's going to be incredible. So I'll see you guys next Tuesday, 9 p.m. And keep commenting in here, letting me know what you guys start working on, and let me know how it goes. And if you try anything new, or you try a text with a customer, or you do a snap video, post it in our group. Hey, Katie Farner, look at that. We get guest appearances tonight. Katie was at the, you guys know Katie, of course. This is who I was just saying, if you guys are new, to follow her on YouTube. Follow Christina at YouTube, on YouTube. I was lucky enough to be with them this weekend, and it was just so cool to share all of our stuff that we do with each other, and everyone's doing something different. And so I know every now and then it feels like you could be in a hump, or you don't know what you're doing, but you guys are truly the only ones that are going to make a difference. You've got to surround yourself with knowledge and power, and watch videos, and just fill your brain with everything that you can to make you want to be motivated and make you want to do amazing things. So I loved the host club idea. I loved, I want to see your labels, Kirsten. If you do your labels for the top of your order forms, guys, share everything you do, because what I learned this weekend is the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference in someone's business. Like, how cool are those stop labels going to be at the top of our order forms? And then, one more idea. This was really good. These little things. If you have a bunch of bars left over, you guys, that are from old bars, put them in a little baggie and put them in your orders and say, these are our unicorn cubes. Now, what are unicorn cubes? Unicorns, we know, are things that you can't find anymore. They're rare. So put what Felicia Fitzgerald did is she put a couple of the cubes in a little baggie and put a little tag on them, said that these are unicorn cubes just for you. You can't get them anymore, so warm them, do whatever. Think of the cute label you could do for that, and what a great way to spoil your customers and get rid of some of your old bars. Mind blown again, right? Like, what a great way to spoil your customers. Remember, it's way harder to find new customers than it is to keep your old ones. So spoil them with the things you have around your office. So I'm keeping this under an hour. I'm going to put this on YouTube for you guys. I hope you got a ton of stuff. I have tons to share with you leaders that we have in our directors group. And we'll be back next week with tons more stuff to share with you guys. So I love you tons. And I'll see you next Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Night, guys.